Alright, so first things first, I don't know if it's just me or Realme was really having a hard time on naming their device. Because when I first signed in using my Google account, this is the email I get. Realme 6i, like really? So anyways, I hope you liked that unboxing sequence in the beginning. So if you're new over here, my name is Prithviraj and you're watching PR75K. So if you're interested into photography, filmmaking and tech in general, then you can hit the subscribe button for more such videos like this. And to get in touch with me, you can also follow me on Instagram. And yeah, hit the subscribe button now, else you know what I'll do. This is just the initial impressions of mine on this device, so a full review will be coming soon, so make sure you are subscribed for that. So I bought that white color. I guess there were two color variants, that white and that green, and I don't prefer green. It's not, what do kids call it these days? Yeah, aesthetic. It's not aesthetic, that's why I went for the white one. My favorite part of this device is the back panel. So if you have been following my channel for a while, then you know that I'm more into matte stuff, so it has a matte finish in the backside, so I really love that. And since it's not glass, it's not a fingerprint magnet, so I really love this texture. On the left side you have your volume rockers and the SIM card tray. It has dual SIM support and a dedicated slot for your external SD card. There is pretty much nothing on the top. On the left side you just have your power button. On the bottom you have your speakers, your charging port, microphone and the headphone jack. I don't know why, it just makes me feel happy whenever I see a phone having a headphone jack. As you might have seen in the unboxing part, it comes with a 18 watt fast charger and also has a 5000 mAh battery. So you can expect a battery test coming out on my channel soon, because I love to drain my phone's battery. Weird fetish, I know. It runs on the MediaTek Helio G80 chipset, which actually got decent results in this price point, to be honest, in Geekbench. It has 4 gigs of RAM, so multitasking should be rather comfortable. According to me, this is the biggest drawback of the device, that is the display. In the price point of 11,999, you can have other phones which has full HD display, that is 1080p. It only comes with HD display, which is the 720p. This is quite a bummer, because your video viewing experience won't be so good if it's only 720p, so you can't enjoy those ultra crisp HD content which are there on the internet. It comes with a Corning Gorilla Glass 3 and the screen is not so bright. So if you're indoors, then you might have no problems, but in broad daylight it might be an issue. Like, it's quite difficult to see in broad sunlight, so you should keep that in mind. It comes with a skinned version of the latest Android 10. They call it Realme UI. I'm not that fan of this interface, to be honest, and there are many bloatwares in this device. Like apps like Daily Hunt, Opera News are by default in your device, but luckily you can uninstall them, so that's a good news, unlike other phones that you can't simply uninstall. And by the way, I found one more thing just right now, to be honest. I got some weird notifications from the browser. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this information? So I suggest you that you disable the notifications for the default browser app and use Google Chrome instead. Now coming to the camera. I most likely will upload a dedicated camera test of this phone, so stay tuned for that. While taking photos, I noticed one thing, that it gives that HDR effect even if HDR is off. So it doesn't matter if HDR is on or off, it will just give a boost to the sharpness of the photo, which I'm not a fan of. It has a 48 megapixel primary camera, ultra wide lens, a portrait lens and a macro lens. The macro lens was a bummer for me because it takes so much time just to focus and I'm not satisfied with how it looks. So I suggest you rather not use the macro lens and just depend on zoom to get some macro shots. The portrait mode and everything else was simply fine. Comparing with the primary camera, the ultra-wide lens kinda has a little bit of desaturated tone and the photos are not as sharp as the primary camera. But something which actually shocked me was that it can record full HD videos, that is 1080p. Even when you can't actually view that video in the full resolution on your device because it's only 720p, but you can shoot 1080p and watch it on your desktop or any other device. It completely makes sense to watch full HD on other device and not your own phone. Nice. And it has a 16 megapixel selfie camera. So here are a few samples of my selfies. So I'll be uploading a dedicated camera review soon, so make sure you subscribe for that. And now let's move on to the gaming part. So gaming on the Narzo 10 was comparatively good. The experience was not so smooth, and I think it's just because of the display, because it's a 720p display and not a 1080. I just can't get over this fact, to be honest, because in this price range you can easily get 1080p displays, so how hard was that? But overall I had a great time gaming on this device. So these were my initial impressions on the Realme Narzo 10. So if you liked this video, then please hit the like button, it does help me a lot. And if you're new over here, then please hit the subscribe button so you get to know when I actually upload the review video, because I need to use this for a while before I can give my final verdict on if you should actually buy this phone. I just hope I can finish up with the video before the next sale date, because you know, views matters. Anyways, thank you guys for taking your time out to watch this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, hasta la vista.